Time for a little film study, and it really is a riddle that teams have been trying to figure out for years. How do you stop Tom Brady? The Giants are the only team that have successfully done it in the Super Bowl, and of course they've done it twice. Once again, facing a top 5 defense. Brady 8-3 against top 5 defenses in his career. The Eagles coming in with the 4th ranked scoring defense in the NFL this year. So this is the question. You've been there before. You've done it before, DeMarcus. How do you stop the GOAT?
You know, it starts with the front pressure, right? You got to have games for Brady. You got to blitz him with 4, 5 guys, but you also have to have good coverage. And I can show you right here on the tape when we played against him in the AFC Championship game. We're rushing with 4 guys, right? That means you get more guys in coverage. But when you can't get there, the time clock runs thin. You got to jump. Sometimes we get right in front of Brady. He does not like guys to jump in front of his face. Now you see Wolf getting the sack. With outside guys like they have with Long and Barnett, right, you got to get up the field and get pressure. But Fletcher Cox, what he has to do is get great push so Brady can't step up, and now the outside guys can get to Brady. He doesn't like the pressure around his feet. Again, here you have actually almost a 5-man rush. We gave him that disguise. You know what? I just ran up the field saying, you know what? I know he's going to get up the field, but you can see that Gronk down at the bottom. He's covered. And look at Danny Trevathan. Again, he was stepping up. Brady does not like guys in his face, throwing it away, and then he gets pressured all over again. Again, we run games all on him. He don't know where to go, making the pocket small, and we're able to get a sack. So one thing that a lot of things that Brady doesn't like, getting pressure around his feet as he's throwing the football, getting in his face. He knows the time clock is going to run out, and then he starts to panic a little bit.
When you say games, I know some people know what that means. So explain what games are.
So I would say a text game. That's when the tackle goes first and the defensive end comes around, meaning you get great pocket push. Or interior guys, they'll run an ET stunt, meaning both of the guys would come inside. One guy go to the A gap once the center blocks him, then he wraps around. Usually it's open, and it creates pressure right in front of Brady's face.
We talk about this all the time. How do you get to Brady? Everything that you have just said, but you said one of the most important things is you just have to kind of stay in your lane, do your job, and don't be tempted to do anything else. Why is that so tough?
Because the thing is, Brady, they're masters of disguise. They want to put Gronk outside. They're going to give you a bunch technique, but you have to stay in coverage. Brady knows exactly where he's going to go before the play every time, but you have to stay there because they're like a robotic team. They're going to run the same routes. So good film study during the week, that's going to be the key instead of trying to stay on a guy and worry about if we got to cover Gronk, who we have out of the backfield. You play your game and you play your scheme, you can win the football game.
And the key is just putting the hands up, right? Like, put those hands up. Like, who wants those hands up? Nobody
put your hands
can't
up.
Throw anywhere.
You can't even throw the football. And you can see on tape that Brady, he gets startled, and then, you know, he'll start to panic.